It's fascinating to me that the 10-1 Eagles at home are underdogs to the 49ers, to the San Francisco 49ers. Philly finds itself in rare company. Underdogs at home? Huh? What? There is a clear misunderstanding, some confusion. The odd makers have spoken. So they opened as 2.5 home underdogs against the San Francisco 49ers in Sunday's highly anticipated matchup between two of the best teams in the conference. Wow. That's hard to believe. This is a rematch of the 2023 NFC Championship game. The Eagles defeated the 49ers, you might remember, 31-7 in a showdown that wasn't close. It's okay to be the underdogs. I think the Eagles embrace that role. I think this team plays the role of the underdogs really, really well. We've seen it before. It's not the first time. The city couldn't care less if the team it roots for is being disrespected by the vast majority. But I care because this is utter disrespect. The Eagles have been one of the best teams in the league all year. They have had a fantastic season. It is crazy that they're doubting the Eagles. It's crazy to me. In reality, the Eagles should not be underdogs at home. We're talking about arguably the most complete team in the NFL. This is a superb football team on both sides of the ball. They boast one of the best defenses in the league. The Eagles have got to be the favorites right now. Don't really see how one could argue that. I don't. They look unstoppable. They look unbeatable. Yes, they lost one game all season. That happens. It's humanly impossible to win every game. And I know all things are starting to click for the 49ers. All things are starting to look up for the 49ers. The latest win coming in a Thanksgiving victory over the Seattle Seahawks. I get it. The 49ers are playing well again. They're back to playing their best brand of football. Christian McCaffrey got into the end zone. The defense made life tough for Geno Smith and the rest of the Seahawks offense. And, the Niners have just as good of a defense as does the Eagles. And we all know the Niners defense is a terrifying force when maintaining that boisterous spirit and when it's playing consistently. And it's starting to play consistently again. Then on the offensive side, they're able to score, keep up, and move the ball down the field. They do that extremely well. But the 49ers will be tested. It will be in week 12 against the Eagles. I think this is week 12. It's either week 12, week 13. I don't know. But I think we already saw this Eagles defense stake its claim to be considered as the NFL's best in a number of different ways. This is no walk in the park for the 49ers, nor is it for the Eagles. I wouldn't be surprised if San Francisco has a hard time moving off the line of scrimmage when they face an Eagles defensive line that can create interior pressure on quarterback Brock Purdy. That can go a long way to disrupt that offense. It's going to come down to whoever dominates the line of scrimmage, both on the offensive side and defensive side. Jalen Carter with that monster stop in crunch time against the Buffalo Bills, and then the stare. It's hard to believe he's a rookie. Carter is a brick wall on the Eagles' interior defensive line. Philadelphia is coming off winning perhaps the game of the year in an overtime thriller against the Buffalo Bills. They have looked good. That was a scary game. They could have lost that game. Despite the dreadful first half performance, the Eagles showed why they have the best record in the NFL and can get another statement win against a team that obviously wants revenge for last season. And the 49ers also want this win because home field advantage matters here. There's a lot at stake. But I believe the Eagles are being disrespected by being underdogs against the Niners. One thing the Eagles do well is play from behind. It's a team that has proven that they can fall behind and battle back. It's interesting to me. It's really interesting to me that the Niners in the Shanahan era do not win if they fall behind late. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen at all. It's just too much to overcome, and great teams have to find a way to overcome, if the 49ers want to win the playoffs. Now, I do think the Niners are coming into this game with a chip on their shoulders, whereas the Eagles had to play two very tough physical teams on a short week. The stats say Purdy is just as good as Jalen Hurts. He is. The stats show that. Purdy is electric and relaxed. Exciting to watch. Jalen is also exciting to watch. Jalen Hurts is a great leader, exceptional character, and talented, well manicured, a professional. The way he handles himself on and off the field, the way he handles himself in the locker room, he scrambles, makes great plays, can get it done with his arms and feet. I think both quarterbacks will show out in Philly this time around. If the 49ers can contain Hurts and not let him run and force him to beat their secondary, Hurts will be in for a long day. If the Eagles can't get pressure on Purdy, then he will be in for a long day. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited about this contest. Sorry about the sirens. I know they're loud out here. They're loud as hell. It never fails. Every time I do a video, I feel like somebody's making noise in the damn background. But we'll see what the Niners can do on December 3rd in Philly. This will be a good game.